Morjensta morjensta! FinnAkira here once again with a bit different video this time. I know I haven't had my channel on YouTube more than 2 weeks, but on DeviantArt I've been quite a while for now. And I'm sure some of you have at least something you want to ask from me. So, I thought I would make some kind of Q&A video. So, without further ado, let's get into these questions. The first question is from Navid Sanchez. What's your thoughts on the new Sonic Boom show so far? And my answer is, personally I think it looks really good. It's something different and fresh. I like the new character designs, yes, even Knuckles. Yes, it's something completely different, but hey, I bet you wouldn't complain at all if we got this Knuckles before modern Knuckles. What I've seen so far of the show, I really like the comedy and visuals. I know, shocking, I like the comedy aspect in Sonic. Come on, Sonic is nothing without comedy. But he is nothing without good action either. As long as the comedy is executed well and in a right way, I'm happy. I know the show is targeted for kids around 6 to 11 years old, but hey, this is Sonic the Hedgehog, not Mass Effect. Pokemon is targeted for kids around 10 years old and still you like it, and I personally love Pokemon. And those who say the story doesn't matter in Sonic, I can't agree at all. Story does matter and I have many good reasons why. Though I should make a separate video of that since I have a lot to say. As I have stated before, I'm not a Sonic hater, I just have strong opinions. And I want to bring out that word opinions. Opinions. So, let's move forward. We haven't seen that much action yet, so I can't really say anything about that. The only thing that worries me though is the length of the episodes. 11 minutes. I feel that just isn't enough. This is a show that doesn't have any continuing storyline. I would understand this choice better if the episodes were something like 30 minutes long without commercial breaks, where they have more time to tell a story, but 11 minutes. I'm skeptical with that. With that length, I don't think they have enough time to do much stuff in one episode. Of course, since the comedy is the focus of this show, it's one forgiving aspect, but still. And of course, it all depends how the episodes are structured. But yes, those are my opinions of the show, and I can't wait to see it. Now just a few words about the game. The Wii U version looks great, and the 3DS version looks great as well. Many of you complain how the gameplay is too slow, and it seems repetitive. Honestly, I don't have a problem with this. Yes, it's slower than mainstream Sonic games, but this isn't a mainstream Sonic game. And repetitive gameplay, well, I'm sure this game will include more stuff and upgrades, like more combos and stuff. But if it ends being repetitive, I don't think I will have a problem with that either, as long as it has other elements that are interesting enough, like story, characters, etc. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is a series I play mostly for the story, not because of the gameplay. PMD series has one of the most repetitive gameplay ever in video games, but they are still very enjoyable games because of the story and the characters. At least in my opinion. Those are my opinions, so yeah. Don't get mad to me, please. Now, let's finally move to the next question. This question is from MCPCR. What's your favorite hobby? My favorite hobby? Well, I have to say it's badminton. It's absolutely the best sport I have ever played. It's really fun and you get a lot of exercise. I got to play it almost throughout the year except in summer. That's when I play tennis. My other favorite hobby is Aikido. It's Japanese martial arts and also very fun. I've been in Aikido around a year now, and few years ago I also went to junior Aikido. The next question is from my good buddy Sonic Box. So, what is one of the newest things you're working on? Oh Pox, you just couldn't resist, could you? So, one of the recent projects I'm part of is Sonic Misadventures. If you follow a guy named Matt, the owner of Tails channel, you have probably heard of it. He's the one producing it. Don't worry Matt, I'm not going to leak anything. So yeah, you don't have any reason to kick me out of the group. Anyways, it's an upcoming YouTube Sonic fan series and I'm the guy who makes the promotional 3D art for it. And I'm also graphic designer. If you want more information about it, just follow Tails channel on Twitter and like on Facebook. Also, Pox is one of the animators, so yeah, you get very good advertising there, Pox. The next question is for Sonic Chaos 1000. Will you do more Sonic characters in the future? And the answer is yep, I will. I have just focused more on Sonic recently, not any specific reason though. And the next question is from SureSnake1111. Since when did you start doing Sonic renders? About a year ago, when I started my studies in vocational school after my middle school. If someone doesn't know, it's a school where you can study occupations, and 90% of the time they focus only on that certain occupation you are studying. And in Finland, studying is completely free. I'm studying audiovisual communications. That basically includes anything that's related to some kind of media, like graphic design, filmmaking, also known as movie production, journalism, special effects, editing, sound production, etc. We also have a bit of 3D, but we haven't got into that yet. So, when I started my studies and got our own laptops, I found out about this new 3D program called Blender. Before that, I used Cinema 4D. I also found a site where I can download Sonic models. That's when I got into Blender more, and eventually started learning more and more on my own about that program. And this is how my 3D renders are nowadays. I made a few Sonic renders with Cinema 4D before I learned about Blender, but those were just bad. Next guys, I am going to do extreme Finnish accent. The next question is from Little Sonic Lover Bear. What's your favorite Sonic game? Well, my favorite Sonic game is Sonic Generations. To be honest, I get more enjoyment from that game than games like Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, etc. And that's because, well, I can really explain, it's just more fun to me, because maybe it's 3D because I kinda already skipped that 2D generations, but I still like 2D games very much. So yeah, my favorite Sonic game is Sonic Generations. Okay, I stopped this Finnish accent, no. It's time for the last question. This question is from Lil Heaven Bear 1. Are you going to make a Sonic Boom Silver render? Maybe, who knows. At least I'd like to do one, but I'm not sure if I'll make one. Maybe. So yes, my answer is maybe. So I think that's all I have to say. Those are all questions. I hope you liked this video, and if you didn't, then you didn't like this video, but for now, I hope you all will have a great week, day, etc. And we'll see in the next video. Thanks.